Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and we are back for week 4 of the GBA. Of course, I'm the coach of the Melbourne Road Toms, and we are up against Lars, aka El Scizor, who is the coach of the Borussia Donphan. Really botched the pronunciation of that, so apologies. But really excited for this game in general. I think Lars has really proven to be an excellent battler within the league, and he has had some really impressive wins in the first couple of weeks. So we're actually 3-0 in the league right now. I honestly wasn't expecting to start off this strong, but I'm very happy about it. I think we definitely had some good fortune in a couple of the wins, and I've definitely had some really close wins as well, and I expect this to be probably our toughest battle yet. It's going to be a tricky team comp to go up against, and I'm excited to really play this game, so yeah. Let's see, Lars ended up bringing, I think, most of the Pokemon I was expecting. The Lycanroc was not something I really prepared much for, though, so that's going to be something I have to play around. Let's see. He did end up bringing Landorus, which I was expecting. I was actually pretty scared of Mandibuzz, just because it does wall me pretty hard, but so not seeing that is kind of a nice... Conkeldurr is something I don't think I really prepped too well for, though, and I am kind of worried about that. Mach Punch is going to really do a lot to everything. No Mega Manectric, though, which was something I was expecting. So, let's see. Conk. The question is who do I want to lead with, as always. I think Lopunny is a typical safe bet. It can just go for Fake Out and kind of scout out for what he wants to do. So I'm running something cheeky this week. It's Z-Hypnosis Xurkitree. We'll see if it actually ends up working out. But beyond that, yeah, let's lead Lopunny, just get the fast Fake Out off and kind of scout out for what he leads with. So Conkeldurr, Kyurem, Jirachi, Tangrowth, Landorus, and Lycanroc. Alright, let's get this battle started. As always, if you do enjoy the GBA and enjoy these battles, please share your support by leaving a like on the video, and definitely go check out Lars. Definitely an excellent content creator. Does some really cool stuff. Linked him in the description below. It's going to be the Lycanroc lead. Interesting. Okay. I kind of expected it to be Choice Scarfed then. But I'm just going to go on to check its stats and what it has access to. I mean, excuse me. Obviously, you've got to be worried about a low kick directly. Free opportunity for me to just Fake Out and get some chip damage off. You can obviously easily switch out here. But I don't mind getting chip damage off. It breaks the potential Focus Sash. And I want to scout out for what he goes for. He is going to switch out. Okay. And it's going to be Tangrowth. Okay, let's see how much Fake Out does. Around 10%, I would guess. Ooh, Rocky Helmet, too. Okay. So I have a bunch of options here. I could go on to Mamoswine. I'm going to double check Tangrowth's moveset. I also could go straight out into just Rayquaza right now and go for a Dragon Dance. That's kind of tempting. But I kind of want to sweep the game with Rayquaza if that's possible. Alternatively, I could just go out into Xurkitree and go for the Z-Hypnosis. But I don't know what's Scarfed on his side yet, and I don't think it's worth doing that this early on in the game. Okay, it's Rocky Helmet. You could have something like HP Ice and HP Ice the Rayquaza on the switch in, which is kind of scary. I'm leaning towards going out into Mamo, which seems kind of weird, but it puts on offensive pressure. I'm Life Orbed, and I do have a lot of bulk. What would he go for here, though? Like a knockoff, a Giga Drain? Knockoff seems like a fine option on his end. Yeah, I still like going into Mamo here. Like, I really want to go into Rayquaza, but if I could get Rocks up earlier in this game, I think that would be ideal. But I'm not sure if this is the best play. Yeah, he's just gonna knock off. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't do too much. Yeah, I think I just want to Rocks here. Gonna go for that. seems like a pretty free opportunity. I mean, Rox isn't doing too much to most of his things, but like chip damage is just so good with this team in general because it really paves the way for things like Aegislash, Rayquaza, pretty much everything to really sweep the late game. He's just gonna Giga Drain, okay. Wow, that did more than I expected. Get the rocks up though, which is good. And we do survive as well, which is also good. Let's see if I have a chance of knocking this out with Icicle Crash. Or sorry, Icicle. Yeah, Icicle Crash. No, not really close. This is Adamant, but I don't have my Life Orb anymore. I think it's still worth going for, though. It does seem kind of bad to just give up Mamoswine, but I think it's fine, yeah. I'm not using it for much more in this set anyways, although it does have a pretty good matchup against Jirachi, or sorry, Landorus specifically, but I have other tools to deal with Landorus. So I think I'm just going to go for the damage onto this right now because Tangrowth is quite annoying. Ah, that's kind of bad. Yeah, that chip puts it in KO range of pretty much any attack. That's unfortunate. Okay. I mean, I could just go onto Rayquaza and just launch Dragon Ascent immediately, but that would break my sash from the helmet. And I think he would stay in. But maybe I don't need my sash. Because right now dealing with this Tangrowth is pretty annoying, especially after that miss. Like if that connects, I can pretty much knock it out with anything. But now that it doesn't connect, like I think I'm forced to bring out either Zerk or Rayquaza. Do I think he's gonna have a Hidden Power Ice? Because I would think he'd want HP Fire to deal with Cortana. So I mean, I could go into Rayquaza and just go straight for a Dragon Dance, which is what I'm leaning towards. Unfortunate miss, but we'll see if we can play our way around it. The only reason I'm hesitant on bringing Rayquaza this early is because I don't know what's scarfed in the back yet. But yeah, I'm gonna Dragon Dance here, I think. He switches out, so he gives me a free Dragon Dance, and I've got my Sash intact, which is actually really quite nice. That's huge. Okay. Tangrowth's revealed knockoff, and question is whether I want to greed for another Dragon Dance to beat potential Scarfers in the back. Yeah, and the other question is, do I think Lycanroc is Scarfed? It's a decent chance it is. But if it's not... Yeah, I mean, okay, let's say it is Scarfed. If it is Scarfed, it should outspeed me, unless it's Adamant. Probably just go for a Rock-type attack. Yeah, Lycanroc gets access to priority, so I think it's better to just Earthquake here. And he's not Scarfed, okay. Do we knock this out? Oof, nice. That's huge. Okay, so Lycanroc is just out of the way now. That's a relief. I mean, it wasn't really too much of a threat to my team, but to get a free knockout like that and still put on full pressure with Rayquaza is really good for us. And, I mean, everything is in Dragon Ascent or Earthquake KO range. Like, I wasn't expecting to sweep with Rayquaza early on in the game, but given that we have our Focus Session intact, that means we could survive a potential attack from a Scarfer, which is big. Just gonna bring out Rachi. I mean, I could even switch out Rayquaza, potentially, because it will just one-shot Conkeldurr and Tangrowth. Let's see how much a +1 Earthquake does. Don't think it'll be enough to knock out, unfortunately. Actually... I mean, surely this has bulk, right? It's just if I give up Rayquaza, my answers against Conkeldurr and Tangrowth are pretty sketchy. But Earthquake does have a decent shot of not... I mean, okay, let's see if he's max bulk. Even if he's max HP, it's still a 50% chance. I don't like just Earthquaking here, then. Ah, he's Scarfed, okay. That makes sense. No freeze, please. Okay. Okay, we do get the knockout there. He's got to bring out the Conkeldurr right now, I think, and Mach Punch. Yeah. Not sure if it was worth it to knock out Jirachi there. I think it was probably better to have switched out, to be honest, but I have paved the way slightly right now for Xurkitree. If I can put the Landers to sleep... So I'm running Z-Hypnosis, so obviously it would really come down to if I could hit one. That would be huge. The question here is whether he gambles. I think it's better just to conserve Rayquaza because it will one-shot the Tangrowth in the late game. And if he calls this and knocks off the Aegislash, then it's a good read on his end. Do I want to go out an Aegislash action? I mean, I could just... I don't think I should switch out here. Yeah, I'm gonna go out an Aegislash. So, Scarf Rachi, unfortunately. I definitely expected one of Jirachi or Kyurem to be Scarfed. Yeah, he has the Mach Punch there, okay. Flame Orb. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do? First of all, I gotta ask, how fast do I think this Conkeldurr is? I could go for a King Shield if he gambles and just goes for something like a knockoff, because he's gonna be slower than me. I wish I had something like Sub here, that would be nice. He also could just pull a Hard Switch out into Landorus, and I do have Hidden Power Ice. I think he either knockoffs here or switches out into Landorus. I feel like going out into Lopunny is actually decently safe. Knockoff's not going to do much. If Landorus comes in, I put on pressure. The question is how fast... Is Kyurem and Landorus Scarfed? If not, because it deals with it quite well. I want a King Shield, but I don't want to give him a free switch into Landorus. I really want to HP Ice here. I played it safe and King Shielded. Okay, he stayed in. That's good. Hopefully he went for like a knockoff here. I just got Earthquake. Okay. That makes sense. That's pretty scary to see. Yeah, I was not very well prepared for this guy specifically. I don't think Kartana is kind of important. Let's see how much Earthquake does to Kartana. Conkeldurr. Or first, let's see if it knocks out Aegis Slash, actually. Oh no, it will if I'm in Blade form, obviously. So we're looking at Conkeldurr against Cortana. And he's burned. Oh god, that really will destroy me. Well, a Mach Punch will. Even Earthquake does so much. Like over half. Like you can just Earthquake and then Mach Punch. So I kind of need a free switching into Xurkitree, basically. Does it knock out Lopunny? Let's see. Yeah, it probably will. I kind of want to sack something here to get the free switching into Xurkitree. The question is who to sack. I kind of want to conserve Cortana. I'm going to go out into Lopunny. That could be a mistake just because I do have Ice Punch on this, which deals with Lander as well. Yeah, he's going to EQ. Let's see if we can survive this. It's going to be a roll. Ah, that's a high roll. That's unfortunate. I survived that, I think, 75% of the time. Does Xurkitree Dazzling Gleam knockout? See, is it around what, 75%? Yeah, it should. So I can go into Zerk right now. I think it's my best option. God's Earthquake was nice. It's a nice call on his end. Alternatively, if I expect him to switch, I can go for the Z-Hypnosis. And that could actually just win me the game. Like, if he switches out into Landorus and I Z-Hypnosis, even if I not... Yeah, I mean, if I hit... That is a pretty heavy gamble, but I don't think you just sack your Conkeldurr here. However, if I let him get it off, I think I just lose. So I feel like I kind of still need to... I'm forced to Gleam here. I want a Z-Hypnosis here so bad. Like, I really do. Because I think it's very likely he does switch out here. Because I don't think he wants to eat up. But he could just go for like a Mach Punch and then get a free switch in. Oh man, this is tough. It's just like the Lander switch in here could be very likely, but he could just also sack Conkeldurr. Depends what he's willing to do. I think I'm just going to go for Gleam, because even if Landorus comes in, I'll chip it away. And he does switch out. Oh, I wanted you so bad. That would have been so sick. Oh, he actually brings in Kyurem though, so that's going to eat up a lot of damage. Okay, that's pretty good actually. Enough where it is in KO range from something basically. Man, I really wish I made the call there. Although I guess if I miss, then yeah, maybe it's not worth it. It could be better for an endgame against Tangrowth. Yeah, I've got Scarftana, so kind of want to just get that in safely. Aegis Slash seems like a pretty decent pivot. Yeah, let's go out and Aegis. This is a pretty obvious switch out though, and he very likely could have something like to hit me for super effective, but I think I need to conserve the Zerk to deal with Conkeldurr. Hopefully no freeze. Nice. Okay. This is one of his Z move users, and Jirachi obviously didn't have the Z move, so this very likely could be Z move. Could be like Z Earth Power. What if that's enough to knock out? Let's see. Aegis Slash. Oh, it's a roll, but it's in my favor, actually. Kinda just want to attack here, then. Yeah, I'm just gonna flash cannon. Yep, he does have Earth Power, but he's not Z, so I just knock out Kyurem. Wow, that does nothing, actually. Cool. Kyurem's out of the way. Okay, so we're down to Tangrowth, Landorus, and Conkeldurr. If I knock out Landorus and Conk, then a Dragon Ascent will simply just knock out Tangrowth. Conkeldurr is also kind of on a timer. It's chipping away with the rocks that I have, plus the burn. I'm worried about Rock Polish Landorus. Ideally, he like brings out Landorus right now and tries to Rock Polish, and I just chip him off with an HP Ice. I think that would just win us the game pretty much. Obviously, you can bring out Conk. Even bring out Tangrowth, but right now, like, Conk is the main thing I'm worried about. Obviously, Landorus is pretty scary as well. If I could chip away at Landorus, like, even if I get a, like, Extreme Speed plus Rocks plus Leaf Blade from Kartana might be enough to knock it out. It will be close. Let's see. This has been a tough game for sure. Let's, Mr. Man. It is Landorus, okay. King shielding here is so obvious. I really want to just HP Ice. Because I am quite worried about the Rock Polish option. And I know he's run that previously, so because I have HP Ice, I'm actually just going to go for it, yeah. And I pray he Rock Polishes, because I think that would win us the game. This is obviously risky, but it's like, worst case I lose Aegislash, I bring over Quasi Extreme Speed, and then the Landorus is probably in KO range from Kartana. If I knock out Landorus, I think I win, because I think Xurkitree wins the game from there. So this is a big turn. Because I do have HP Ice. Oh, I'm shaking. Very scary. Ah, he just Earth Powers. Okay, that's fine. Like, the best option, if he's Earth Powering there, is obviously to, like, switch into Rayquaza, but I can't feel too bad about that. Yeah, I'm going to go into Ray and Extreme Speed. He could switch out here, though, which is the scary thing, and go into something like Tangrowth. Yeah, I don't feel like it's not the worst play I think on my end, but I don't know the item on Landorus, but I think it's best to Extreme Speed. It's just like, do I want to call it and actually Dragon Ascent? In case Tangrowth switches in, like that would just be such a risky switch on his end. I think it's better to E-Speed. I don't think I planned around my endgame very well though, to be honest. Yeah, if Lopunny survived, that would have been really big. I'm not sure it was good to give up Lopunny the way it did, because if he's not Scarf Lando, then Lopunny just knocks this guy out. He actually does pull the switch, too. Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah, I could have gotten a free knockout there. Alright, I think Zerg's gonna need to pull some magic right now. Like, we could still definitely do this. If he switches into Landorus here, or even if he stays in, it's just, is it Scarf Lando? That's the question. I think I Z-Hypnosis here, though. Just want to make, yeah, I think that's the best play. If he switches out into Lando and we hit, that'd be amazing. But I feel like you probably don't switch out here. You just stay in. Because you don't want to switch Landorus in on like an HP Ice. If we hit this, he stays in. I go for the Tail Glow. and he's not Scarflando, I think Xurk just sweeps through. Although I guess Mach Punch, maybe a Giga Drain and a Mach Punch will knock me out. Let's see how much Mach Punch does. I guess you could also switch out to Conkeldurr here, but then I'd get the speed boost and I could Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, there are definitely some turns I could have played better this game, I think. But let's just focus on the battle right now. I was just really scared about Rock Polish Landorus, because I think if he gets a Rock Polish off there, I just lose the game. I maybe should have gambled and went for the Dragon Ascent there. And in retrospect, I really should have done that, I think. Oh, he switches out! Is it into Landorus or Conk? Oh, it's Conk. Okay. So unfortunately, we won't be putting it to sleep, but we will get our speed boost. Wait, do we? You get the boost, right? Okay, just making sure. Yeah, I click Lean here. This is intense. Yeah, obviously the fear right now is Scarflando. I can still obviously go for a Blind Hypnosis as well. I could see Conkeldurr switching out here. I think you'd have to go out into the Xurk, or sorry, the Tangrowth. But then I could Tail Glow or Hypnosis. Yeah, I think I needed to get the speed boost there. It's not worth getting a knockout. Like, even if I call that in Dazzling Gleam, Landorus just gets a free switch, and I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, okay, he's gonna Mach Punch. Okay, we get the knockout. Alright, down to Tangrowth and Landorus. The fact Landorus is coming in here makes me think it's Scarfed. I don't think I can really afford to switch out, though. Wow, Dazzling Gleam actually just doesn't do enough. I think we'll lose, assuming he is HP Fire Tangrowth, which I think he should be. My other win con, because I don't think Gleam knocks out, it's not going to knock him out here, is to Hypnosis. I mean, if he's Scarfed, we lose either way. But if he's not Scarfed, if we hit Hypnosis, he gets a 2-turn sleep, and we get the Tail Glow off. Oh wait, this doesn't account for the special attack boost. Whoops. Oh man, it is close. 67 to 80 on no investment Landorus. That looks like it's right around 70 to 75. A little bit more than 25, I'd say. Wait, is this Timid or Modest? Oh, I'm running Timid, aren't I? I think I'm gonna go for the Hypnosis. Oh! Man, he had Rock Polish too. Oh, yeah, I mean, it came down to that pretty much. Oh. Yeah, that should be game. Yeah, Hypnosis was the right play there, I think, because Gleam isn't going to knock out with Timid Xurk. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I can't feel too bad about that, obviously. Like, that's just relying on a 60% chance. I think that was the right play there. Gleam isn't worth it because it doesn't knock out. He gets the speed boost off. Yeah, so that, like, seeing Rock Polish also makes me feel better about going for the HP Ice with Aegislash earlier. I feel like that was the right play. It was a nice call on his end to not go for the Rock Polish there, but I think if I did switch out into Rayquaza and he did Rock Polish, I think I just lose the game instantly. So I don't regret going for that, but he did play safely and smartly. Nicely done, Lars. Nicely done. Yeah, I think I just lose now, unless for some reason he's like really, really slow. Ah, that's so sad. He wasn't scarfed after all. Good game, man. Good game. Yeah, I mean, if I hit that, it comes down to hitting it and getting a 2-turn sleep. If I get both of those, then I win the game. But the odds of that are obviously not the highest. Slightly less than 50% there, I think. So yeah, it really came down to that, I think. I'm trying to think if there was any other points where I could have played better. Yeah, obviously the turn, like, the Lander switched out into Tangrowth, it would have been nice to just have gone. Like, given that it wasn't Scarf Lando, though, I think conserving Lopunny would have been better, but obviously we did get the Conkeldurr did get a high roll against us as well, which was slightly unfortunate. Is there any chance I could win? I mean, I'd have to crit the Smart Strike. Yeah, I can't lock myself into Leaf Blade, even though that has a higher crit chance. So the question is, do I want to go for differential? I don't think Smart Strike will even come close to knocking out the Tangrowth, to be honest. So I think it's better to just try to crit the Leaf Blade. I might actually even not need to crit, although Earth Power might. Actually, Earth Power. No, I'm not AB. What am I saying? You do have some bulk though, so I might survive this. Actually, just kidding. I should not survive. What am I saying? You should be life formed. Yeah, good game, man. I'm just gonna go for the crit. Yeah, that should get the knockout. Yep, that's gonna be it. So it's gonna be an 0-2 loss for us this week. I think I probably could have played better with Rayquaza overall. I'm not happy with how I just sacked it so early on, because I think I really should have switched out the turn Jirachi came out, because like Scarf Jirachi was so obvious there. And if I can conserve the Rayquaza for another, like, it can really sweep the late game. I kind of just got greedy and wanted the knockout. But yeah, if you're bringing out Jirachi there, it's very likely you are going to be Scarf there. So I think switching out into Aegislash there would have been a far better play. So overall, yeah, I feel like I didn't have a really good, concise game plan. And I mean, in the end, I was in a situation where I could have won. It was kind of like a 50-50 in terms of, it just came down to whether Hypnosis hit and whether I would get the Tail Glow off or not. But you don't want to be in a position where you're relying on Hypnosis to hit, obviously. So that was not ideal. Having Hidden Power Ice on Xurkitree would have been, like, if I had HP Ice over Thunderbolt, we actually would have won the game outright. But obviously, I was going to run Thunderbolt on this, especially with the potential of Amanda Buzz. Although that would have been a pretty cool set. I mean, Thunderbolt with Xurkitree, who would have thought? And in retrospect, that actually would have made a lot of sense. I kind of regret not running. Like, I'm thinking about it now, and it's like Thunderbolt was really only to hit the Mandibuzz, but I was really afraid of the Mandibuzz in building, so that's why I ended up bringing it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed. Yeah, definitely should have conserved Rayquaza better. Shouldn't have given up Lopunny. That much I don't know. I don't feel too bad about sacking it there, especially because I wanted the free switch in. But yeah, Lars played safe. He made some really good calls, and yeah, the turn obviously where Aegislash just stayed in and went for the HP Ice. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna look back at as well. But it's not like I had a really clear play. Once again, if I King Shield or switch out into Rayquaza and he Rock Polishes, I literally just lose the game. Because then he just knocks everything out. So that would have been a high risk, high reward play on his end, and I wanted to potentially punish him for that because I figured if I knock out Landers, I win the game. So ultimately, I mean, we had the tools to win. I don't think I played very well, and I think I couldn't. Conserving Rayquaza definitely is like the one thing I wish I did better. But overall, that was a really fun game, and unfortunately, Z-Hypnosis didn't quite work out as well as I would have liked it to. But Lars is a good player, obviously, and he made some really safe calls overall. I think very great play from him overall. And yeah, it's a loss we can learn a lot from, and I don't feel too bad about because it was really close, and it really came down. I know there were turns that I could have definitely played better in the early game as well. So definitely let me know what you guys think. I ended up going with the 6A mons I've been going with more or less because I felt pretty comfortable with that. I think Kartana could have probably did a little bit more. I mean, yeah, I don't think Gleam was knocking out the Landers there. I think it would hang on with just a sliver of HP and get the Rock Polish off. So I think Hypnosis is the correct play there. Unfortunate that it didn't pan out, but yeah. It is what it is. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. We are going to fall down to 3-1, but not the worst case. Differential is still in the positive, and we've got 6 more weeks left in the league. So, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Go check out Lars, linked in the description below, and we'll see you guys next week for week 5 of the GBA. All right, peace.